It's been a while since I've been able to make a video with a busy DJ schedule, but everything I have is PAs now. And I started trading this account, '03 this week, 50K account. This is today's trade. The account itself is up about 2,300, which is exciting because once you break that 3,000 threshold, I think it stops following you at 50,500. So everything I get over 3,000, I will have more than a $2,500 buffer. And I'm looking to get this thing up to 60, 70,000 in the next month or two. So I have a $15,000, $20,000 buffer. Probably not going to take any funds out immediately, but eventually I will. It's about getting a good drawdown. And the question is, do I need to trade 5 funded accounts? And the answer is no. I just get one to break through, have that huge drawdown. So even if you have a bad day and lose a couple of thousand, even 5,000, you're still up. 15,000. You're at 65. You're at 70. You lose 5. You're at 65,000. You still got a $15,000 buffer if you have a bad day. And the way I trade, you could have a bad day, and I also know I can make it back. So anyway, that's the logic of, not trading all the accounts at one time, even with a trade copy, because if you have a bad day, you can blow all your accounts. So we'll see how that plays out. But in the meantime, it's just honing my skills. These videos are kind of for me as a recap. Instead of making a journal, I do this. If somebody could learn from it, then that's great too. I actually don't do this because it's a lot of pressure to record your live trading. It's hard enough to do this, and recording it live makes it even harder. So this is the actual trial, but I did record it live. I'm going to walk through the trades and the logic. So if somebody wants to learn, just besides me refreshing me of why did I take these trades, and see if the second time around I agreed with the trades that I took. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. So here's the live trading today. There's no commentary on it because I was just focused on trading and didn't want any background noise. So this is when I activated it. I had a feeling. I waited till after 10 o'clock. 9 to 10. Especially if there's news. There was no news. Then after, there was no crazy movements at 10 o'clock. So you can see it's like 10:03. Now the logic here is, and I can see what's going on. The market was just chopping right here. And again, I take advantage. People hate chop. I kind of like it when it's not running crazy. And if it's running crazy, I don't even want to do it. Even this ticks per second thing, that's an indicator from a company called Joe Conway Trading. You have to buy his whole package to get it, however. It's a $2,500 package, and that's one of the indicators. That's the only indicator I use from it. But it does help me to tell me what my volume is. If these numbers are up 1,500, 2,000, it means there's a huge volume spike, and there could be some news or something, so stay away. If it's between 200 and 1,000, or a little over 1,000, that's okay. And you're going to see where they don't really fluctuate too much while I'm trading. So again, this chop I'm taking advantage of, and I'm thinking this level here, it tried to break through it, and it did, and it came back. And then what happened? It passed it, it pulled back, it hit it, and dropped again. Hit it here and dropped again. Then it had, a lower low here, and this was a great trade. This was a good signal right here. So I'm thinking, even if it gets through this, it's going to react and go from 17. I got almost, 7, 8 points here. So that was going to be my first trade. And that actually was my first trade. I had to chase it a little bit because I missed the initial spike up. But I got 3 zones here. This is a Ludwig level. This is support and resistance radar. And this is standard deviation 1 with VWAP here and standard deviation 2. And these are Ninja Trader. You can get all this stuff. These you have to buy. Ludwig levels, support and resistance levels you have to buy. Yeah, see, so I activated. I was right here. I wanted to go quick short right here. And you can see how quick that would have paid me and maybe got both targets for me. First target, 3 points, 12 ticks. Second one is 40 ticks, 10 points. So now I'm chomping at the bit to get in this trade because I feel like it's going to drop to this level right here. Because it hit here, probably come here, and I might go right back up from here. Just look at this. If I was playing here, so I'm in the trade right now. It didn't pay as quick as I wanted it to. So let me just pause it. Why did I move my stop? Well, I moved my stop because this is my protection zone. Ludwig level, standard deviation 1, which is support and resistance. And also this level here is support and resistance radar from Ninza. Now, what would I do if it came against me? I'll probably move the stop more. I would add a contract right here. Add one here. And now I'm just looking to survive and, get 2 contracts out at break even and let the third one run. If I make money, I make money. I'm not, looking to be a pig there. I'm looking to manage this trade and not, hit $1,000 drawdown, which I have activated today. If I would have hit $1,000 drawdown, I would have closed the trade and I would have had to get the money back. You're going to see that indicators here when you release this. But that's the logic of why I took this trade. And I think, I was happy with the entry. It's right below here, thinking it's going here. Let's see what happens. I think this might have been my best trade of the day, by the way. And I moved my second target a little bit closer from 10 points. Because so many times it goes 8 points and stops, or 7.5 points and stops. So once it pays, it shoots like a rocket. And that was the instinct. It's going to hit these levels and, it can't get through there again. So what does it do? It goes back down.
Order filled.
Now, as soon as it hits, boom, it flies right to me, which doesn't happen a lot. I usually get stopped out.
Order
and there
filled.
you go. I was up 235 right away. Another thing, malfunctions. It seems to happen a lot. So I'm off right now. Why? I don't want to take a short into this. Even if this pulls back and gives me a salmon bar, I'm not taking a short into these levels. I don't want to take a short along into any level. And that's how I trade it. So now I'm not even sure, if it pulled back to here again, I would either let the software take the short or I would activate it. I don't remember what I did, but I don't know if it was I think it malfunctioned here. I got stopped out on one and malfunctioned. A lot of quirky things happen with, Ninja Trader and Apex and Rhythmic and Trade Saber. I don't know who to blame, but it's just a thing with trading. You have to deal with it. And, I had some losses because of that. Nothing major. And I'll explain. Well, I don't know when the loss came, but it might be right here. And it sucked because if I take 235 trades in a row, I'm done for the day. Once I get over 400, I'm kind of cashing out for the most part. That was an engulfing bar, which I don't have highlighted on Trade Saber. See, I don't want that short. I think the show goes on to win, but it struggled. But if I would have had this on, I'd be in this trade right here. And I really could have got in it and added in here or here if I got in trouble. But, I just know a lot of times it does not pay. And you can see it. That would have been close to the stop was here if I don't move it. And now I think it comes back right back down and would have paid. But again, logically, I'm not taking a short or a long into a level. I got to have at least 3 points, 12 ticks on NQ. Let me skim this forward a little bit. Yeah, you can see it. Once it broke, it shot down, and that would have been a winning trade. Now I don't know what to do because I'm looking to go quick short. Why? Once it breaks this level, it's probably going to this level. However, I don't just like to jump in. I was hoping it came down, pulled back. I would have probably got in here. I don't know if I did that. We'll see. This was, it's 10 o'clock at night. I was doing this 12 hours earlier today. So let's see what I did. I think I did. Yeah. So exactly what I said, I did. And I like the idea. Let's see what happens. This might have stopped me out like real quick. Oh, no, I must have got paid. Yeah, all right. This one. Now, if this target gets hit, I probably would have been done in 2 trades now because I'm already up. It was like 235 plus 60. I'm up 300. I'm already at 120. I'm over 400 right here. Now, if there's a kill switch, which I don't use because I usually get more than 400, I would have probably been done trading for the day, which is not bad. 2 trades done if you're going for 400 solely. I think Trade Saber does it. I just never tried it yet. And you can see how close it comes to me. And I wind up getting only 1 contract here, which is going to bring me to my next point when I show you the results. Look how close I came. Ugh. And you see me inching it up a little bit. I should have took it out. I should have hit flat and right down. And look, I was ready to do it. Never did it. And watch how quick it takes me out. It just, a tick or 2 away. And I should have been up a little higher. And there you go. Boom. Takes me. Now I come up too late.
Order
so now 305 from 235. Another 60, 70 bucks, whatever. Now I don't know what to do. I don't know where it's going. And I get right back in. And this is where I get a little trounced.
Order submitted.
Because I chased this a little bit Probably shouldn't have, but it would have got me anyway because it shoots up like a rocket out of nowhere, and that's NQ for you. This is why if you're a newbie, NQ is really dangerous to trade because things like this could happen and get you in trouble. Even though that was a very small stop loss, I think it was maybe 3 points on each contract, like 120, and then a malfunction happened and I lost another trade. Yeah, my order's just sitting there, but then it shoots. It surprisingly shot right through those levels, which usually doesn't. It looks like I chased a little bit too. It wouldn't have mattered. You'll see why.
Order submitted.
Yeah, again, malfunction.
Order failed.
I don't know what happened there. So you can see that loss right there. It wasn't a crazy loss, maybe $120. So now I don't know what to do. What's going on? And look at the ticks per second through the roof. Let me just rewind that and see what happened because it was not that high. Yeah, it was fine, and then the numbers spiked through the roof. And that means it was like a huge trader. I don't know, I don't know much about this. I don't know who it was.
Order failed.
And here you go, numbers through the roof. So something caused that. Somebody big came in, jacked it up. Now I really don't want to trade when these numbers are like this. That's why I'm turning it off. And I never knew about this volume thing. I would have never known that in the past. So even though I don't use Joe Conway software, this is telling me, watch out right now. Something's going on with big money. I don't know if it's a bank. I don't know enough about it to know who's making that move like that. Now they start to come down a little bit. So whoever it was, calm down. Now look, it came right to that level. If the numbers weren't crazy, I would have did a quick short right there. And I would have won that trade. You can see right to there. You're down 7-8 points, winning trade. All right, so the volume numbers you're going to see are coming down. Back to it. That's where it is. It's fine. 1,500 and below is usually fine. I still don't know what's going on, so I'm standing aside. I think it breaks this level. Once it gets, 5 points above that level, I'm looking for the long right there. Let me fast forward a little bit. All right, so let me see. This is 17. Yeah. So it went 5 points from 20 to 25, at least, maybe more. And I'm in under 20. I'm thinking it's going to continue up, possibly to this level here, but I don't even need it to go that high I don't know what that is. Why that was the malfunction. Holy crap. I don't even know what happened.
Order submitted.
I see what happened. My stop was so close, it took me out immediately. But then there was another contract in there.
Order failed.
Yeah. So it took one contract out. The other one's still in there. Like, I don't even know what to do right now. Now I start looking for Apex flat and all. I'm afraid to touch anything right now. I was going to hit flat in there, but I was confident it was going to go back up to these levels. I said, let me wait. I don't want to take another loss. So now I'm looking for how to flatten just in case it doesn't work. There's a flatten all account. So that's on Apex Rhythmic. But I see I'm in profit. Crazy. Let me explain this one now. As soon as I flattened, I got $45 on that one. This bar closed half a second after I flattened, so it put me in another trade, which is fine. I'm okay with that trade. I probably would have took it anyway. And I think it does go on a win. Let's see what happens. So crazy sequence of events with a malfunction. Could have been worse. And again, I don't know how to prevent that. I don't know why it happens. And
order fell.
All right, so first target again, stopped out. Which brings me to my next point. Should I be taking both contracts off at 12 ticks? Because if I do the math, I would be probably up more than how many rounds. Because runners are not my strong point. It's one of my worst traits. I'm not good with it. I just never know where to put the stop. I never know where to put the target, and I don't manage it well. So I feel like if I just do that, if I take both off, I probably would be, better off. And today it would have been pretty close, but let's see what happens. Now I'm up 240, again, trying to get to that 400. I had a lead. I couldn't, the thing I hate, my schedule's crazy. I only had maybe 30 minutes of trading today. So I hate that pressure, because if I go down 1,000, I don't have time to get the money back, and I got to take the loss. So I'm really trying to get my 400. All right, so here's another one. That one got up $100. I think it pulls back and takes me out again. That's $120 I gave back, maybe more, maybe $180. Look, I was ready to flatten it. And I don't.
Order filled.
So anyway, another one, 305. So that could have been a 400 ready if I was taking both off. Let's go forward a little bit more and see. All right. What I'm looking for here is I don't want to take a long up here. I'm looking for a pullback and then maybe a green, light green signal up. See, this is turning green. I do not. I shut it off. I don't want that long up there. Number one, you got two resistance zones. Might not even get through it. So definitely not trading. I'd rather it come back here and I go quick long, or let it come back and come back up and then take the light green bar. I think I just quick longed it. I don't know if I want to say this is a problem, but a lot of times it doesn't come all the way back down. So I'm a little happy on the trigger here, and I get a few points in. If it pulls back, I go to add one, and either I make more money or, I get two up early, and then I get the runner. So I kind of jump in a few points, before, if you look at that. There you go. All right, so really, this is at 20. I'm in at like 25. So I'm like 5 points where I really want to be in. Not the greatest entry, but again, I know if it comes back down here, I'm going to add one. Confident, I can wind up making more money now, and I'm not that far away. I might take all three contracts off, and then be done. I mean, look how close that comes. Now, a couple things about it. I notice when you're at like 20, 30, 40, it always struggles to get through those numbers for some reason. Even the fives, like 35, 45, 55. So I'm at 29, 25, and I kind of like that. If I wasn't, I might have moved down. If I was at like 30, 50, I would probably come down to 29, 75 or something like that. And it did show, it was crazy how this fluctuated. Again, I was ready to add, but I didn't have to do that. My entries were pretty good today.
Order filled.
Again, another one. Now, I think I get stopped out again. And that one really didn't go much further than it did. Now I'm at 370. Just inching. First contract out. So, again, if I was taking, that was 50.
Order submitted.
I move my stop. Now, that's a much better entry than the first one because I'm right at 20, right at the level. I probably should have just took this one, not even the set, but let's see what happens with this one. I don't remember if I get stopped out again or not. But I was definitely happy with that. The scary thing is if it broke this level, well, now down here. Oh, something I did here. I decreased one tick because the way Trade Saber works, it's got to go 12 ticks before my stop goes to break even. A lot of times, it could go 12 ticks, right, and not fill my order and move my stop to +2, and then I get +2. I get nothing on the trade. If I come down one tick, it hits this. I locked in my first profit, and then if it goes one more tick, then in this case, it's crazy. It went right to my target. It never went one tick above. It pulls back first, then it goes. Then you see my stop move. So again, another Trade Saber thing, but I think that's just a Ninja thing or just order being not filled. So check this out. You're going to see my target fill. I'm going to pause it because the stop doesn't move. And it comes back down. Look how it's fluctuating right there. Crazy. Okay. Order filled. Look at the stop. So it means it went 11 ticks. And it got me out. It never went 12. Otherwise, that would have moved. So crazy situation. It pulls back a little bit and then shoots right back up, and then you see the stop move.
Filled.
But look, it's coming back down. There it goes. Once it gets to $60, there it goes. 60, and it took me right out immediately. So now I'm at 430. I got to see where am I at. I knew I traded a lot of contracts, and I'm at 363. I need now I'm thinking in my head, if I get first target on both contracts, that's 120. I blow past my 400. I'm good. Let me fast forward a little bit. I think it just teeter-totted. Oh, I'm in a trade. Now, what did I do here? I quick longed it again, thinking eventually when it's fighting here that long and it won't get through, it's probably going to this level. I don't think that actually happened. Really, I could have took both targets off and been done for the day. And I think I had to take another trade after this because, again, I think I got target 1 and stop out. So I was nickeling and diming today. There you go. See, it hit $60 and didn't fill me. Look how close that is. And I'm at 875.
Order filled.
Boom. Look at this. Did I get it? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, man. I should have just flattened it. Don't tell me it doesn't hit me. Does it hit me? I think this does hit me and gets me out. All right, so this one I hit. But I think it turned around after this. Maybe it went a couple more ticks past me. So I was holding tight. Once it broke 30, I was confident it was going to go to 33.50. Probably not 35, though. There you go. Wow. Crazy, right?
Order filled.
And there you go. 635 done. Let me go. I think I'll go to trade performance now. So overall, this is 12 minutes of trading, $600, which is incredible. And I've been doing this for a few months now. Well, say 6 weeks. It feels like a few months. So let's do the math here. The first trade, my best trade right here. I was up 226. But now, for argument's sake, if I would have had taken 55 here, even say 50. So I'm up 100, up 200. I was up 288. Now the losses are the losses, right? So this loss was a good $180. So I was up up $20 here instead, up 100. This was that $40 malfunction, whatever, it happened. So now I'm up $60. I'm up 140 here. Now here's where it starts to change. $60, 160, 198. 160, 260. We're at even. Yeah, 260, 360. I'm a little bit ahead. 460. I'm at target. And then the last one, 460. If I wanted to do one more trade, 560. The math, it's wild. It came out exactly the same. So I'm probably, maybe going to be a little more trigger happy, taking profits quicker, or just sliding down like I did slightly. But today you could see I was, hitting one and getting chopped out on that. So anyway, the account is up at 52.3, and I'm still going to go for my 400 to 600 a day. That's going to get me right at the 3,000. And then I can't really trade a lot this week. I'm working DJing every day, and it's bad schedule, and I could probably sneak a couple of days in there. But the goal is to get this up to closer to 60, 70,000. Once I get this $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 buffer, I don't know how I'm going to trade at that point. If I'm going to get a little more risky, if I'm going to try for more money, but I really just want to keep consistent, and going for 400 a day, 600 a day is a lot easier, and you can do it in minutes per day. So I think that's what you do. And, instead of trading all of these accounts, even with a trade copier, I don't trust them. I had a bad experience already with it. Might try to get it at some point. But I think I just take one of these accounts and shoot it to the moon, and, eventually cash it out. And I'm done with Apex. I guess that's what you do when you put 50,000, 60,000 in your own account with your own money. No drawdown issues, no Apex, no rhythmic issues. I heard it trades better without rhythmic and Apex, and if you're just using, your Ninja data. Anyway, it's a longer video than normal, but it's been a while since I posted, and it was a live trade. I've never done that before. So thanks, everybody. Good luck.